Hello everyone. I am changing the battery of this electronic watch, thinking about the conveniences and inconveniences of both mechanical and electronic watches. As with every device and technology, there are advantages and disadvantages to different approaches and designs. In this case, electronic watches are more precise on keeping time and do not need to be winded frequently. However, in the case of mechanical watches, when they stop, it is a matter of winding them up to get them working again. This is not the case with electronic watches. They may run for a couple of years with the power provided by the batteries, but once the battery is exhausted, the only way to tell time again is by a complex process. This process requires having the appropriate battery, the tools to open the case, and a delicate procedure to replace the exhausted battery. And I ask, is there an alternative watch that would solve both of these problems? Well, the answer is not, at least at our present level of technology or what is available in the market. I mean, a watch that is as precise as an electronic watch and does not require a battery. I thought so many years ago and I experimented with two different technologies from two different manufacturers. One of these technologies is the Seiko Kinetic. This movement has an internal rotor that swings and recharges a battery, or capacitor as they mention. This seems fantastic and the optimal solution. However, the capacitor inside turns out to be a battery, and all my kinetic watches after a few years also require the battery change. The other watches that I have are solar powered, and again, after a few years their internal rechargeable batteries fail and need to be replaced. At the end, we have only two choices: to get a mechanical watch, which is very reliable but not very precise, or to get an electronic watch with any of the technologies discussed and live with the future prospect of a cumbersome battery replacement procedure and associated downtime. Not a very nice alternative if the battery fails in the middle of nowhere. The conclusion is that there is not an ideal solution, only alternatives with a different set of advantages and disadvantages. These and other similar situations remind me of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, that states that the more precisely the position of some particle is determined, the less precisely its momentum can be predicted from initial conditions, and vice versa. Which means even though we want to know both conditions of the particle by the design of the universe, we cannot. We cannot have both things at the same time. I believe this is a message from the universe that we cannot have everything or even know everything. That there always be a compromise. And even though this is a far-reaching speculation originating at changing the battery of a watch, it's interesting food for thought. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.